Hey, how's it going? In today's video, I'm going to draw Cyber Jimmy. Let's start Cyber Jimmy with his head shape, and it's sort of a shape coming in like so. So I'm going to construct him up like this. His hair's going to be sort of in here, and he's got these trusty sort of goggles on, which a lot of Stumble Guys characters have. Bring that down and around like so. Pays to construct up your characters first, so you get it looking correct. There's his mustache and his little goatee, so his head's looking pretty good. Now I've just got to get the rest of his body constructed up. So there's he's got like a big collar on his suit. Cyber Jimmy. Bringing his arm down, that's where his arm's going to sit in. And then his leg's going to come out here with his boot there. And then his other legs comes across more side on like this. And it's slightly higher. I like to compare things when I'm drawing. And then that comes out. And then his suit comes up there. And his other arm is in here. And I'm just going to draw his belt on, so that's where his belt's going to go, and then he's got like a belt buckle that sits directly sort of here, like so. Alright, now that I've constructed him up, it's time for some outlines. Let's start Cyber Jimmy with his goggles. So I'm going to draw a line across here. This is where we can refine anything that we need to. Bring his goggles down and around. Then back up like this, back up and around like that. And then out the side. Now he's got a double goggle line. So this is where we can put the double line along the top. It sort of gets a bit narrower. And then the other goggle line down along here like this, back around. Let's draw his eyes. So he's got one eye here, one eye in there, like that. Then he's got his goatee, or his mustache, sorry, and his little goatee. Now we're going to bring his head shape down here. And around and back up. Then he's got his hair. Don't forget his hair. And his hair sort of starts there, comes up out like this. And then he's got this little one coloured piece of like a skivvy type thing, or his neck. Not sure, it's hard to tell. And then he's got this other part of his suit coming up and around there like that. Okay, now the next part I'm going to draw is his belt buckle. Reason, you'll see why I'm drawing that in a sec. He's got a little lightning bolt that sort of comes across down into there like so. Now, if we put a dot here, we're going to bring his other main lightning bolt from up here directly underneath there. And it comes across and curves into there like so. Then we do the next one, and it's thinner there and around. And we've got the next one, and that just gives us a point to go down to, like so. Now the next part I'm going to draw is, let's draw his shoulder pad. Bring that around like that, and that has a trim on it. Now I'm drawing him into reasonable size so I can fit that trim on. If I draw him too small, it's going to be a bit tricky to see that trim. Here's his belt coming around, like that. And again, that's got some trim on it. So line there, line there. Bring that across to here. So lines there, two lines here. Now he's got a wrist guard, like a lot of the Stumble Guys characters do. The wrist guard comes double line like that. inner piece comes up. Now this bit comes in, up and across. This one comes, and then we just double that up, and then that's his arm. So he's got a shoulder pad, wrist guard. Now he's got his hand fitting in there, but I'm going to draw his pants first. So the pants come down to touch his boot, and on the side of his pants he's got this little double line there. Now he's got his hand coming in there. I'm just going to put his stumble guy's hand in there. Now let's draw his boot. This one is a bit more side on, so it comes around like this. This is the trim. So remember, practice all those curves. That comes through a straight line down there. And then this curves around here for the sole of his boot. And then this is the front of his boot that comes around like so. Comes down. And he's got a little bit in there that you see. So there's his boot. And his pants. Come back and around up there. This is his other shoe, or leg, sorry. Now I'm just going to draw this arm on because we're going to work out where it touches that leg. So let's start with his shoulder pad. Comes around down like this. Double line. Then it comes across, up, and back around like that. Pretty tricky to draw. There's his shoulder pad. Arm comes out. And this is like his armpit there. And he's got this wrist guard that steps across like this. And that's a double line, so let's draw that as a double line there. Then it comes in, down. That comes down, and then this is the other part of his wrist guard coming around his hand like that. Bring that down, and then this is his hand. He's got his thumb, and his hand comes around there. Now we can draw his pocket, or his leg on. And this is like a pocket line, double line joins up into there, like so. Just bring this belt across a bit more. Now this is his boot. Top of his boot comes up, across, down, like that. Now he's got his shoe, or his boot, sorry, and then bring that, a curve line around like that. There, little piece here, and then we bring this as a curved line with his sole of his shoe. There's Cyber Jimmy, looking pretty cool. Time to thicken up his outer edge.